Are you alright? That looked painful. Now that I think about it, I should have expected that. Sorry. It's hard to describe. The soul Cairn is... well, hungry, for lack of a better word. It's trying to take your life essence as payment. There might be, but I don't think you're going to like it. Vampires aren't counted among the living. I could probably go through there without a problem. Not your first choice, I guess? Maybe. We could just pay the toll another way. It wants a soul, so we give it a soul. Yours. My mother taught me a trick or two. I could partially soul trap you and offer that gem to the ideal masters. It might be enough to satisfy them. It would make you a bit weaker when we travel through the soul cairn, but we might be able to fix that once we're inside. Maybe. I'm sorry. I wish I knew a better way, something that would be easier for you. Just know that whatever path you choose, I won't think any less of you. Sometimes things just have to be done. I know that better than anybody. Have you made up your mind? Are you sure? I'm willing to do it, but you need to think it through. You'll remain mortal, but you'll find yourself weakened within the soul cairn. I know this is difficult for you. I hope you trust me. I'd never do anything that could hurt you. Thank you. Let's not waste any more time then. I promise to make this as painless as possible. Hold still. I feel terrible for the dead who end up here for eternity. Seems awful. They're still suffering. The air, the ground... this is all wrong.
I've always wondered what the Dwemer... but maybe they're... Don't mind my rambling. It's just there's so many artifacts from their civilization, and yet we know so little.
Ugh, the smell here. Let's try to handle this quickly. You'd think a vampire would...
Well, back before you know, the College of Winterhold was the first place I'd think to go for any kind of magic or historical thing. The wizards know about all kinds of things that people probably shouldn't know about. Soul trapping, summoning Daedra, messing with the mortal realm, or even creating love potions. And no, I do not consent to any potion or mind-altering thing to be done to me. I prefer to be myself, thank you very much. Though, I would like to see if we could give a potion to Camilla, and have her love both Fendel and Sven. Actually, never mind. That was a terrible idea. Sometimes the Daedra tendencies in me just think of these really stupid things.
The air, the ground... this is all wrong.
I have, actually. And if I wasn't an adventurer now, I would probably be running a shop or two. Maybe even a conglomerate, if the divines would permit. Ever since I was a child back on the island, I'd particularly be interested in the merchants that would come to our castle every now and then. Of course, these were weird merchants to say the least, with peculiar and eccentric collections. These vendors make even Belethor look weird. My father was kind of into those things, though. I mean, it wasn't anything particularly weird for someone who fancied himself as vampire royalty, and who also was a staunch Daedra worshipper. Point is, there was just something in how these men sold and marketed their products. Kinda made me interested in the whole shopkeeping thing. Weird shopkeeping things, but still. As a fellow Nord, what do you think of mead? Like it, hate it, couldn't bother? It seems like most of us can't go a single day without it, but I'd like to hear your thoughts. Glad we're on the same page then. I may have an extraordinarily high tolerance for alcohol, but that doesn't mean I don't like getting drunk. Or at least, trying to. Haven't succeeded, I think, ever, but that's a little life goal of mine.
I'd heard stories about the Soul Cairn, but never thought I'd see it myself.
Sure. In which skill? I can teach you how to be a better mage, alchemist, and overall better charmer. After all, I am a woman of many talents. All right then, let's begin. The smell here. I frankly thought it wouldn't smell like anything. But looks like we'll be dealing with the smell of rot while we're here. Lovely. How do you manage to deal with it then? Me? I smell like nightshade and snowberries. Oh, you know what? You should be talking. I have a heightened sense of smell, you know. If you think you smell like blossoms after frolicking in a fetid cave, you are sorely mistaken. But, hey, you're actually not too bad. For a well-groomed bear. Porker face. Well, that is just not true anymore. We're being awfully carefree, aren't we? I mean, for being trapped in a realm of oblivion with no guaranteed return. It's nice, really, to just have fun. Have someone who can help me forget about all the prophecies, Elder Scrolls, betrayals, and this awful God's curse reek. About all of this, even for a brief moment. I'm starting to like you, okay? You're growing on me. And what I said is true, though I definitely wouldn't want to end up here for all eternity. We got a job to do. Let's find my mother, and find a way out of here.